Athletes are known to represent their countries at the international level, but some, especially these footballers, would rather play for a foreign country than waste their time and skill playing for theirs. What caused it? Is it pure hatred or just circumstances? These are the footballers who betrayed their countries for another. Let's talk about the Austrian-born Nigerian defender David Alaba, or should I say David Alatokumbo Alaba. That sounds proper Nigerian. Alaba's father hails from Nigeria. In fact, he's a Nigerian prince who traveled to Vienna to further his studies. He met Gina, a Philippine lady, and got married to her. They gave birth to David, who grew up to love the game of football and got all the support he could from his parents. However, when the time came for him to choose a national side to play for, he shocked the world. Naturally, David's father is a Nigerian, and that should be his choice. But no, he shunned Nigeria completely and decided to play for Austria, just because that was his birth country. The Austrian national team might have duly rewarded his loyalty to them anyway. They made him the team's captain. He robbed Nigeria of a strong utility player who could play defensive roles in different positions. David Alaba deliberately chose not to play for Nigeria, but for this next guy, it was a game that decided his allegiance. I'm talking about one of the Boateng brothers. We all know two of them, Jerome Boateng and Kevin Prince Boateng. These two are half-brothers, but they played for different countries. Jerome never intended to betray Ghana. A coin toss with his brother decided his fate. He tossed a coin to determine which national side to play for. And then, boom! Kevin to Ghana, Jerome to Germany. What a funny story. One has the World Cup and many European trophies in his archive, while the other still awaits his trophies. Maybe you didn't know this before, but if anyone told you that Pogba is from France, they lied to you. Well, maybe not totally, because you could claim a place's nativity by birth, but just so you know, Paul Pogba's father is not from France. He is an African man from Guinea. Pogba's father, Fasu Antoine, has 3 sons who are footballers. He called them all and said to them, "Hey boys, you are all doing well with your game. I'm proud of you. But you know what? Guinea needs you. You've got to represent them and show them what you've got." Pogba's brothers nodded in agreement and heeded their father's words. But Paul Pogba stood from the dining table and said, "No way. I've been in France all my life. No way I'm going to play for them." Pogba, that was so cold. Well, that could have been a good decision for him. I mean, with France, he has won the World Cup and has shared the stage with superstars. I'm sure waiting for a France v Guinea match, it's going to be Pogba against his blood. How weird. The first time I saw Mesut Ozil on TV, I had this hunch he couldn't have been a native German, and I turned out to be correct. Ozil plays for the German national team, but he is a native of Turkey, who only grew up in Germany. Like his other brothers, he had his chance to play for Turkey, but while his brothers picked up the Turkish shirt, Ozil found his place in the German team instead. This decision must have caused a strain in their relationship, but Ozil had to do what he thought was best for him, and yes, it was. He won the 2014 World Cup with Germany, and has since remained one of their best midfielders. Ozil's choice earned him silverware, but not this god of football, as he calls himself. He missed out on a national trophy, all because of his betrayal. Zlatan Ibrahimovic is a household name in the football world. To the Swedish, he is a football god and their superhero. Only that he's not even an original Swede. Don't get me wrong, I meant to say none of his parents are from Sweden. Ibrahimovic's father is from Bosnia, and his mother is from Croatia. But he was born in Sweden and could play for any of the 3. Ibrahimovic decided to play for Sweden amid interest from the Croatian side and rumours of interest from Bosnia. Had he not betrayed his motherland, he could have had silverware to his name with the Croatian team. Although Ibrahimovic didn't play for either Croatia or Bosnia, he maintained good relationships with their players. Many Balkan players are his friends, and he congratulated Luka Modric when he won the Ballon d'Or. Unlike Ibra, this next guy has no feeling or connection with his fatherland. Raheem Sterling is the guy I'm talking about. You'll think he's from England? Well, yes, but only by residence and not by birth. Sterling's father was a Jamaican. When Sterling was 2, he lost his father to a gang fight. You know how it is on the streets of Jamaica. His mother moved straight away to England. She didn't want her son to meet the same fate. Sterling then fell in love with football, and when it was time to choose a national side, he didn't blink an eye before choosing England. He never considered Jamaica for a second. But you don't have to be as cold as Sterling. Hit that subscribe button already, and don't forget to turn on the notifications. We have more sizzling hot content for you. And guess who again made the betrayers list? Thiago Costa. Brazilians may never forgive him for what he did to them. The lethal striker is popularly known with Spain, but he didn't start out playing for Spain. You see, although they were just friendly matches, Costa's first and second international appearances were in a Brazilian outfit. This was in 2013. Then we all got to see him raising the Spanish flag. What suddenly happened? Costa might have had it all planned out. He only played for Brazil while silently waiting for his Spanish green card. Ouch, that hurts. The millions of Brazilian football fans trooping to see Thiago Costa in the green and yellow jersey got the greatest shock of their lives when they saw the tides turn against their expectations. Brazilians better keep their cool though. Costa is not the only one to appear in more than one national team jersey. Thiago Motta is another one. Guess which country he dumped? Yeah, Brazil too. Thiago Motta made his debut for Brazil in the 2003 CONCACAF Gold Cup. He appeared twice in that tournament. Then something happened. For 8 straight years, Salacao remained the Brazil national team coach and refused to call up Motta to the squad. This was very frustrating for Motta, especially because he was actually doing well at the club sides he played for. His own country had betrayed him. And what did he do? He betrayed them right back. Motta was thinking of what to do with the situation. Then he suddenly remembered he had dual citizenship. He was also a citizen of Italy. He expressed his desire to join the Italian side and was welcomed with open arms. The story is not the same for the god of football, as he calls himself. He couldn't be rejected, but instead, he rejected not even one but 2 countries. Kylian Mbappe is a player whose parental background is deeply African-rooted. The question then is, why play for France? I wondered too. Mbappe's father is from Cameroon and his mother is from Algeria. And if you ask Mbappe where he got the name Adesamni from, he'll tell you that his father's mother is a Nigerian. That's how much of an African chap he is. All of this did not matter to him anyway. He was born and raised in France and also decided to play for them. His father tried all he could to make sure he played for Cameroon, but Mbappe decided to play alongside Big Benzema rather than being a successor to Samuel Eto'o. I mean, who dumps the whole of Africa for a foreign land? That will be Mbappe, I guess. His decision to play for France has paid off anyway. He's won a World Cup and almost got that a second time. Considering his age, he still has a lot of trophies to win with the French team. Mbappe's African roots are not the only thing that you might not have known about him before now. There's even more. Click the video to see 20 things you didn't know about Kylian Mbappe.